I am just going to post the link to my coaching app. If anyone's looking, if anyone's struggling or know they're going to be struggling in the new year, then don't and just join this. However, only taking on clients that are willing to take on new information. If you're not willing to change anything about yourself, then I can't work with you. Pin this comment. Amsterdam. Sorted. So I am sore from yesterday's shoulder workout. So it was a good one. I got lots of personal bests. Oh, I'm so tired. So last time I did this session, my abs were sore for quite some time. 2-day airbag I had. Got that out and I can't get it back. Knees up crunch with a 14 kilogram, so it's heavy. Then with a 4, the toe taps, and then we're adding in reformer knee tucks, not T, with a light only. That's going to be the first tricep. If you haven't got reformers, you can do it on anything that's rolling, or you can do traditional knee tucks with your back on the floor. Good morning, guys. Life core workout today. So I'm trying to beat 22 and into 7 toe taps. And have you seen the state of this, by the way? Look at that. Can you see how raised that is? She took blood from me yesterday, and my arm was dead for ages after. I've just seen it. One of the worst I've had. It's not good. Happy New Year, Aunt Kate. How are you? She was just testing my iron levels because my iron is chronically low from pregnancy. Right, trying to beat 22. Get them hips off the ground. 3. Keeping your back flat. 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. Oh, 24. I need a big stretch. Oh, trying to beat 7. 1, 2, 9. So I'll beat that. Oh, just write them down. And then knee tucks, 24 reps of the PB, 9 reps of the PB. Trying to beat 8 reformer knee tucks. These are good. 5, 6, 9. Oh, they are really hard. Still a PB is a PB is a PB. Rest. We're doing that. We're doing 3 sets of that. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live workout. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, fat loss, toning, back pain, So I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, as well as a personal trainer, mindset coach. So if you're struggling, if you want motivation throughout this year, no BS approach to health and fitness, like and subscribe. Training abs today. With the abs, you want to make sure your rib cage is tucked in, belly button pushes down into spine, and when you engage in the deepest core muscle, the TVA, you'll feel it here and see it here, right? So I'm just bracing my abs like normal here. Watch when I engage my deepest core muscle. See the difference? You see it here. Because of course it wraps around the body. It's very easy not to engage it properly. Morning, Major Games. How are you? Happy New Year, guys. Hopefully we've set some goals by now that you're wanting to achieve. Studies show that 80% of people who write them down achieve them, according to the Harvard study. So make sure you've written it down, because it's out of your head, onto paper, it's reality rather than just a dream. Let's blow that way though. Okay, we're gonna go again with that. So good start. So 21 I'm trying to beat. Make sure you're writing it down, guys, if you're trying to build muscle. 21, 7, and then 5. I hate this first exercise, it's just hard. 21. Oh. 1. So plodding along for 5, 6. Leading with the chest, 7. 10, 11. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 is a personal best. 22. I'm trying to get more than 7 again. Try and reach your toe taps. 1, 2, 5. I can feel my coffee. 6, 8. 8. And then reformers, knee tucks. More than 5 we need. We'll get that. Got a little light resistance back up. 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's harder than it looks. 7. Best. 7. 22 is a PB. 8 was a PB. And 7 somehow. We're going to do that set once more after a rest and then move on. If you're trying to build muscle, you should be trying to increase the volume. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'd love a like and subscribe. If you want in fat loss, toning, nutritional, mindset, hacks and stuff. I get a lot of questions on overeating and why do people overeat. It's my toddler at work. The cortisol runs through my veins. When I hear that, Mommy. Yeah, so I get a lot of questions why I overeat later on in the day usually. So if you are somebody who frequently overeats, overeating isn't bad, but if it's leading you into a weight gain and it's on sugar, then it's not good, is it? And you're doing it frequently, because everybody overeats from time to time, but when you're doing it on a regular basis, there's usually a reason for it. Good morning, which is usually you've left it too long in between meals, maybe your lunch was unsubstantial, maybe same for your breakfast, it might have been the day before, maybe you're doing too much. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, and rehab. Any trolls will just get blocked, or people telling me what like to do the splits and stuff. I'm going to do that set once more. So we're trying to beat 19, 5 and 5. Okay, let's go. Not got any good questions yet. Good morning. Where are we all from then? I'm in Scotland. She did this yesterday. She's like cries when I'm live. So then I don't like do anything and then she falls back asleep. Weird little routine she's got just now. 2, 7, 4. So it's important not to go to the beck and call. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. 21. Trying to beat 7 toe taps. Sorry, 5 toe taps. 6, 7. 7. I'm trying to beat 5 knee tucks, and I only just did last time. 21, 7, 5 knee tucks. These are really hard, by the way. Tucking the tailbone under. 2, 4, 5, 7. You can engage your core in many different ways. You need to be able to do it right. We're resting, and then we're going to go on to a new set. Good morning. So as I was saying, know that there's not something wrong with you if you're overeating a lot. And instead of judging yourself and trying to bully yourself into change, get curious as an observer with your behaviour. Like what went on there? Why did I eat too much? Or was I dealing with stress? I mean, everybody stress eats, emotionally eats from time to time. But again, when you're doing it all the time, it's the only source of de-stressing, then it's a problem. Sorry, I'm whispering. I don't want to wake the kids up. Right, so we're going to go on to a new set next. We have hip kicks. Hip kicks are a really nice one for the lower portions of the core. So if you're numb after a C-section, they're good for that. Bringing weight back, feeling back in the lower core. Then we have a single leg knee tucks on the reformers, or you can do it prone lying down. Supine lying down. And those are the 2 supersets. So it's going to be brutal. Resistance band wise, I might just leave it with the one light on, which be interesting to see if it makes it harder or easier. Won't need this again. Soon heating up in here. Got snow here in Scotland. I don't need that again. I've not actually incorporated any Russian twists in this session. That needs fix. Hi, morning, Austin. How are you? Good. That's why I wear a mic as well. Okay. Hip kicks. I'm trying to beat 16. So trying to keep your legs up as straight as you can, pushing your hands into the ground. 2, rolling up, spinal articulation. 3, 4, rolling up, rolling down, one vertebrae at a time. 6, 7. You should start to feel it in your lower core. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. Then I'm going to superset that. Just write our reps down. 18 reps of PB. I need 4 or more single leg tucks. 1, 2, 3, 5 into the other. 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, they're really hard. Core stability and strength. 5. Rest. We'll go again. 5 reps. How are we doing this morning? How's Austin? I made the most amazing sweet treat yesterday. If you guys have seen my post on here, dates pitted and stuffed with peanut butter, covered with dark chocolate, and then some coconut on top. Wow, like, it doesn't sound great. It sounds all right. I'm not a massive date fan because dates are quite special because they don't mess around with your blood sugars, and they don't know why, scientists. So they're good for diabetics and insulin resistant people, or if you're someone who is worried about the insulin. I'm cheating a little with some chicken Alfredo Puccini. I know it's the worst possible. Well, you should just see it as so portion control first. You can have these foods, but just see it as you've got extra energy for a workout or a walk, a nice walk. But yeah, the chocolate covered dates, like another level. The other thing is my dates within Marks is at £5 for something like 9, so I need to find a cheaper alternative for that. Otherwise, I may as well just buy a box of chocolates. But they were so filling as well because obviously there's fibre in them. Oh, like they're massive as well. We're going to go and check that out. Right, it's about finding alternatives that are just as good. Trying to beat 13 hip kicks. 2, 3. See how it's isolated in the lower core. 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. And then 4 at least. Did I really get 4? I think so. Let's just get the 4. Starting on the other leg this time. 2, 3. 2 hip flexor strength as well. 4. Rest. We got set once more. So, like I said, for building muscle, you need volume. And that's what this is. I eat what I want. I focus more on how I can eat more. Chocolate covered dates sounds amazing. Oh, and see the stuff with peanut butter. It gives it this like decadence to it. Oh, I'm obsessed. I need to get more. I want Scott to try it, but he's allergic to caffeine, and dark chocolate's the worst for that. Because if I gave him one of them, he'd have like intense burning in his throat that'd keep him awake at night. Just sucks to be him. Imagine being allergic to coffee. But you know what? He has had it good. Some days he would have like eight coffees a day for years. That's why you shouldn't ignore intolerances because they do become worse. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. Answering questions on anything, exercise and nutrition, rehab, specialised in rehab, and also I'm working the core today. So if anyone's struggling with the core, predominantly mothers or people who've got a weak core, can run into a lot of issues. My dad and grandfather were both allergic to chocolate. I felt so bad for them. That's a miserable existence, isn't it? Even white chocolate, because white chocolate has just cocoa butter in it. What was it of chocolate that they were allergic to? Because Scott would be all right with white chocolate, although he wasn't a massive fan, but I'm sure he will be now. Right. Hip kicks, 12 trying to beat, and then anything on the reformer, 12. How should a woman train? It's a good question. Exactly like a man, you can treat them like small women, but exactly how a man should prioritize lifting strength, like lifting weights 3 times a week at least, and strengthening the pelvis, etc. And more rehab work if they are going to be pregnant or if they have been pregnant for the core and pelvic floor. Yeah, I think they were okay with the white chocolate, but dark chocolate would trigger migraines. I wonder if it was they like with coffee. I think it's more common than we think, being allergic to caffeine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 17. And then reformers, anything I've got. Which was 3. They are so hard. 3 reps. New set now, all on the reformers. Lovely. Dad never drank coffee, but grandfather did, no problem with caffeine. Must have been the cocoa then. I imagine there would be a lot of stuff he'd have to avoid and look at the ingredients with cocoa. Imagine it's in a lot of stuff. Good morning, guys. I don't know what you're trying to ask, Rex. Are you a female by any chance? Happy Tuesday. So we're doing reformers pike. Trying to beat 4 reps. Trying to move you guys a bit closer. So make sure it's all in. Let's go. Okay, trying to beat 4. Three, 4, sugar. 5. 5 reps. Then this next one was a new one. Make sure I don't face plant. Don't know if this is set up correctly. Hang on. That's not good either. Those are the only options. Right, so what I'm trying to do is use this for a side bend. But that's not going to work. I wonder how they do it, because I've seen them do that. It's a bit low, isn't it? No, still not. That would work, but then I'm too high. Okay, I want to have a look into that again. I'm not that mad about not being able to do the side bends, so I'm not going to lie. So whenever I work the sides of the core, the hips get stiff at the moment. So, right, but anyway, hip extension next. Give it a stretch and a flex. 1, 3, 4, 5. I like that one because you focus so much on not face planting the floor. You don't realise how hard you're working. I can't stop thinking about them dates now. It's because I've not had my breakfast though. I always think like that as well. It's another point. If you do find yourself craving a lot of sweet stuff, there's a reason. I mean, this is that for carbs. Still don't understand what you're trying to ask me. Demi is going to hear you from my favourite machine and come chat. It certainly is a favourite machine. They've been doing top bunks on it. So Demi's been sleeping on the top and Ari's been sleeping underneath it. That was last night. Put more logs on the fire. Playing mummies and daddies. They were playing very nicely yesterday. It was nice to see. Four, 5. That is very hard. 5. Yeah, I got 5. Morning. Have a drink. My steps were quite low yesterday, so although I was on track or even lower for my calories yesterday, my steps weren't good. So I'm going to say I wasn't in a calorie deficit yesterday because I finished my steps at 10k instead of what I wanted to achieve, which was 13 at least. So I'm off today, surprisingly, so I might get the steps up, boost them today to make up for yesterday. But if you're doing that, you need to make sure you've got more volume of fruit and vegetables to counteract any hunger. I'm going to do one more of the pike. I was going to have a rest day today, but I wanted to put it is time as well to train my back and biceps, but because I did shoulders yesterday, I wanted a day in between, and my legs are still sore from when was that workout? 3 days ago. It's insane. I did loads on the reformer. I remember thinking after that workout with the legs and the reformer mixed with strength training, I can't even walk somebody through that workout. There was that much that I got through. Boy, I've been sore after a bit. Right, trying to beat 5. Plank, pike. Oh, that'll do. Stretches now. 6. That's a PB as well. Before we get into the stretches, let's count up how many PBs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16 PBs. And I've been live for 30 minutes. Nice wee session. Now, just stretching. So this stretch is great for the piriformis, which is deep in the glute and can cause a lot of back pain issues, men and women get it. You might have seen somebody say, "Oh, if you've got piriformis syndrome, simply do this stretch." I hate this stretch. Look at that. Your knees meant to be down. Shows you how tight I am in the hips, which adds pressure to my ankle. However, on the reformers, you can do it up against the wall as well. But with the shoulder pads as well, you come out, get into the position, then come down and hold. Now, if you've got more resistance bands on the reformers, it can push you down further. Then, if you move left and right, holding on to the the reformer, you get into a good range of movement as well. And they can push your hip away. I'm going to add another resistance band on just so I can get further into it, because my hips have been a bit tight after that workout the other day. So I've got a light and 2 mediums on the resistance band. Good morning. Hi Jose, I'm in Scotland. Okay. Coming out into it now. The reformer's pushing me down with the shoulders so I can get into a deeper stretch. I push my shoulder, pushing my knee down or just above it. You can come in and out as well. This is really good for anyone who's dealing with sciatica as well. If, of course, piriformis is the issue. Because it depends on your biology. Some people's piriformis push on the sciatic nerve because it runs through the piriformis. So it's just literally biology if you're more prone to getting it or not. So it's about loosening it off. So if the piriformis muscle is inflamed, then you're going to have sciatica. And you might just be like training the glutes loads, but your piriformis is so close to your sciatic nerve, all runs through your piriformis. Very tight. Still a difficult. There we go, that's better. So that's enough for me. Shocking. I can feel that on my hip as well, pushing my hips down. I feel a stretch. It's nice and gentle. It's a good one to do in the evening before bed. And the shoulder pads push me down into it as well. Deep breaths. What you do with one side, you must do with the other. Okay, then next, if you have been dealing with a bit of sciatica or know someone, and if they've been pregnant, then active pigeon's a really good one. It's actually got rid of some nerve issues that I had in my calf last week. So I'm holding on to reformers. This leg is going to assist me, but I'm also going to be coming up with strength with this leg, ever so small amount. And active pigeon. You don't need many reps. It can just be a preventative measure, and notice how your body feels after as well. Over to the other side. This is my naughty leg, shall we say. 1, 2, hips face forward. 3, 4, good. And then for the shoulders, because the shoulders are quite tight from working them yesterday, use it for shoulder stretch. Chest proud, shoulders down. So hold that position. counteracts all of the forward folds during the day. Come into a twist if you want to. It's important that your spine should get into a twist. It's just a normal movement plane over to the side. That's why the handlebar is so effective. You can hold on to it. Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.